Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 21st to the 31st, 2019, that's 2019, reading for you today. Now, I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting up. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude, so I want to thank each and every one of you, whether you are new or old to this channel, for all your support. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I absolutely adore reading for you. So thank you guys again for clicking on this video. If you would like to book a private reading with me or donate to my channel, all that information is going to be in the comment box. It's going to be the first comment in the comment box below, meaning that it is going to be pinned to the very top of the comment box. It'll be the very first comment. It'll be right next to the picture with my face on it. And that will have links to how to book a private reading, how to donate to my channel, the cards that I use, and it will also have a link of how to slow down YouTube videos. I know a lot of you say that I talk very fast. I'm from the New York City area, guys. This is just how I talk, and I actually slow it down a bit for YouTube. So, yeah. If you want to learn how to slow down videos so you can listen at a speed that is more comfortable for you, all that information is going to be right there. So let's see now, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what May 21st to the 31st, 2019 has in store for you. And that's 2019. May 21st to the 31st, 2019, Pisces. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. May 21st to the 31st, 2019, Pisces. Okay, fantastic. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, we have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords says you need to rest. You need to take care of yourself, Pisces. You need to kind of just step back and breathe for a moment because you have your armor on. You've been through a lot, and even when you sleep, you have your armor on. It's like you're not getting good night's sleeps. You're not right now taking care of yourself the way that you need to be. So what this card is telling me to tell you is not to take off your armor, but to loosen it just a little bit, because messages from Spirit are trying to get to you. And there's some of them that are being missed because the armor is on too tight. Now we're crowned here with the Six of Cups. Now this for me represents the past. It represents childhood. It represents being told that you can't, all right? And needing to know that you can. Needing to go back to that person who you wanted to be before you knew that the world was full of rules and full of, you need to do things this way and not that way, and really connecting with yourself again. You have here the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is a Virgo. Now this can also be, so for some of you, you can be getting over what a Virgo has said. This is also a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd. That's when you're really going to find, for a lot of you, I think that you break free of old habits, or not old habits, but old negativity that has been holding on to you. But this is also saying turn inward, listen to your soul, listen to yourself, guide your path. You are having an awakening happening. And this awakening is going to talk to your soul and yourself. This is why you need to rest, because through that rest is going to come this sense of you finding balance within yourself. And then we have a fire sign energy here, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. Some of you guys could just be fed up, like just needing to rest. Others of you here are going to be finding that as you're breaking free, as you've gone through kind of this time where you're either turned to a diamond or you break. And I know that sounds really harsh, but you know how diamonds are made. Diamonds are made by a tremendous amount of pressure being put on a piece of coal. So a tremendous amount of pressure puts on that piece of coal. Either that piece of coal just crumbles away into nothing, or it becomes a diamond. And that's what I see for you. This is you becoming a diamond. This is you becoming a diamond. I know that sounds funny, but this is you becoming a diamond. Yeah. Right here on this earthly plane, this is connecting with a earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. But what I'm really seeing here is your passion and what you are cultivating on this earthly plane coming together, and you see things so much deeper. I love the connection and the pairing of the High Priestess and the Hermit. I know a lot of people pair the High Priestess with the Magician, which also works fantastically. But here, this is kind of like a spiritual soulmate connection. And it doesn't have to be with anybody but yourself. As you turn inward, as you find what it is that you want, as you stand in your truth. Yeah, you have the Sun card. You move forward in your happiness, your joy. I laugh because that's the happiest card in the whole entire deck. You get your justice. And it's like, finally, it is your time, Pisces. And you cut through nonsense. I mean, really, quite seriously. I love the Queen of Swords, especially paired with the Queen of Wands, because I love them because they're kind of badass queens. And they just sit there and say no more, especially the Queen of Swords. She's like, absolutely not. I'm done. This is the way it's going to be. Either you're in or you're out, but I'm not compromising. And this also represents an air sign, an Aries, a Libra, and Aquarius. And you have that Libra connection with the Justice card right here. So this is really quite powerful. This is really a beautiful reading. And I love how many Major Arcana cards you have here. So this Major Arcana cards and court cards are just abundant. You have two that aren't. And this is really saying that you're healing and you're moving forward. So know here that the queens, for me, I see them as kind of the directors, people who are more behind the scenes. You're going to be more behind the scenes when it comes to things. And I think that right now that's just your personality, especially when we have the High Priestess and the Hermit coming into play, that it's going to be more of your personality just to be behind the scenes, to be centering yourself and cultivating yourself the way that you want to. And then we have the King of Pentacles, which says for your prosperity, for, moving forward and obtaining the wealth, the prosperity that you want. It's wealth or something you value as much as money. This is you seen. And I think you're actually feeling it's about time that somebody saw me. For a lot of you Pisces. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Pisces, May 21st to the 31st, 2019, Pisces. May 21st to the 31st, 2019, Pisces. May 21st to the 31st, 2019, Pisces. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This card here, discovery. Yeah, I think here you're discovering yourself. I mean, you're discovering your power. And here, energy. Okay, because this came up upside down, you're not going to have all the time the energy that you want. That's why it's so important that you recuperate, that you recharge your battery, because it can be that you're being pulled in so many different directions, Pisces, that you're going to feel that your energy gets drained rather easily. Okay? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Pisces, May 21st to the 31st, 2019, Pisces. May 21st to the 31st. Here we go, this one. Courage. Yes. May 21st to the 31st, 2019, Pisces. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This one. And nurture. I love this because the courage falls into alignment with the Queen of Wands. She has the two lions on her throne. So that's embracing your courage. And the nurture talks to your inner child. So yeah, nurturing that inner child, nurturing yourself as you move forward. Your first card here is courage. And it says, courage is the strength to stand when it is easier to fall down. So this is not going to be that easy breezy, 11 days that probably all of you guys would really, really love. I mean, who wouldn't? Just one of blessings coming in and not a lot of work being done. Here, this is really you going for it and doing a lot of soul searching and seeing where it is that you stand and seeing how it is that you move forward. And the color that I'm drawn to right here is that flower right there, and that's purple. This is healing and cleansing the crown chakra, your thoughts, your mind, what the limitations that you have put on yourself. Pisces, they're being shattered. They're being shattered. And especially if you heal and cleanse that chakra, the crown chakra, yeah, you're set. Then we have nurture. And this says, nurturing your inner child supplies you with the innocent joy of living. So you're nurturing yourself, you're nurturing your soul. And this is also healing and cleansing the heart chakra. All right? Because there is something about I'm seeing a broken heart here. For some reason, one reason or another. It can be a little bit of a break, just like a little hairline crack. And for some of you, it's going to be really quite intense. So healing and cleansing your heart chakra is going to be very beneficial for you. Then we have discovery. And this says, behold the world with new eyes. You're looking at things completely differently. Completely differently. Okay? Because you're turning inward and you're seeing the truth of your soul and yourself. Then we have energy. And this says, with boundless energy, you can accomplish more than you ever thought possible. Now, because this came upside down, what I'm seeing here is that the energy, and I usually keep all my cards straight up because that's how I like them. You see the energy, you're going to get tired quickly. All right. So you have this boundless energy, you'll have the spurts or this time of just boundless energy. And then it could be one day out of the 11, or at times you just get hit with this sense of tiredness. All right. So really and seriously, healing and cleansing yourself, focusing on you, but making sure you rest, making sure you take care of yourself is going to be astoundingly important, Pisces. Don't push yourself, especially when you have these bursts of energy. You're going to think, oh, I can accomplish anything. I can just keep on going and going and going. And then you'll just hit a wall. It's kind of like a little kid when they're playing and they're playing and they're playing and playing, and then all of a sudden they're fast asleep. That's kind of going to be what it's going to be like, except you're not going to be able to be like that little kid and just fall asleep on the rug. Yeah. So here we have the Four of Swords. This is at the center of everything. Needing to take off that armor, needing to connect with spirit a bit more. Okay? You've been through battle, and you've been through kind of one battle after another, Pisces. Now, these could be emotional battles, these could be personal battles, these could be kind of battles that people would sit there and say, oh my gosh, you have been through so much, Pisces. So whatever it is, this is you fighting through, and this is you being strong, but you don't have to be strong all the time, especially when you're resting. So just loosen that armor a little bit, because spirit is trying to connect with you. And what they say is very important. So they want you to hear. You have the angels right there with you, hearing you, guarding you. And then you have here the tree. So the tree, and I know if you guys have watched this before, you know totally what I'm saying. The tree is a nymph. So this is you in a stasis. This is you in a slumber. And as the snow melts, as everything melts, you come into your power. And you become the beautiful woman. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. Nymphs were only female, though. So that's why I'm saying woman, or however you represent or identify yourself as. Nymphs in Greek mythology were only women. So here, it's becoming that beautiful nymph. It is becoming that beautiful self. Coming out of the winter to embrace your soul, to embrace the way that you're moving forward. Then you are crowned here by the Six of Cups. So here where you need to kind of heal, and you need to rest, and you need to kind of let in the information from spirit that is trying to guide you forward. This is saying that there is negativity, and this has come from your childhood, or it's usually from your childhood, and it can be kind of the silliest conversation that wound up really scarring you, or the most fleeting moment that really had an impact on your soul. And if you tell the other person about it, and if you've ever brought it up, they probably won't even remember it. So here, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be for some of you, but it can be very, very small. It could have happened when you were, 4 years old, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't really matter. It could have happened when you were a teenager. But this is something that has impacted you, and impacted the way that you look at you, all right? And the way that you looked at your life, and the way that you were going to move forward. Now, this is also saying for you to remember what you wanted to be before there were limitations, before there were negative words being spoken over you, before there were negative moments that you had lived through, before there was, the real world, quote unquote, settling in around you and saying, no, you have to be this. And this could have been from people who were well-meaning, and this could have been from people who weren't. But you have to remember what it is that you wanted to be and who it is that you were before your power was taken away from you. Okay? And for some of you, this can be astoundingly hard. Okay? For a lot of people, kind of facing these moments is astoundingly painful. But it is going to bring to you benefits like you never believed. I would suggest, for those of you who have really traumatic events happening, I would suggest finding an EMDR practitioner. That's the letter E, the letter M, the letter D, and the letter R practitioner to help you through really kind of hard, intense moments. There's also an app that you can get that can help you, use that modality to heal and cleanse the mind and the self to move you forward. So that's if you have something really big that was really traumatic. But there is a sense here of you facing the lies that were spoken over you and moving forward now in your truth. And this could be one step forward, okay? And I know you do one step and you think, wow, okay, I've come so far. And then the second step is even harder sometimes until you can work past this negativity here. So I know these two cards, really heavy is what I'm seeing. The rest of this, absolutely magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. You have the Hermit, which is a Virgo time frame. This is a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd. You're turning inward. You're looking at what it is that you want. I really do feel that by that time frame, you're going to kind of stand in your truth, because you have Virgo here, and then Virgo goes straight into Libra. All right, so you have August 23rd to September 22nd, and then you have September 23rd to October 22nd right here. That's where you're going to see a lot of the change come in. And it can be a very small change. It can be like the size of a grain of rice or a kernel of rice. Is it a kernel or a grain? I think it's a grain of rice. Or it can be, monumental, the size of Everest for some of you, but you are moving forward. And you're doing this very spiritually. You're doing this very kind of quietly in and of yourself. You're turning inward. You're looking at what it is that you want. You're looking at the light that shines within you, that guides you. You're letting your passion lead you forward, guiding your feet. You're going through a transformation, which is definitely clear here. You're shedding a skin because, remember, serpents in ancient times were not demonized creatures. They were creatures that were actually worshipped by some people, some ancient people, and a lot of ancient people because they could shed their skin and still survive. So this is you shedding a skin and shedding away an old self. And serpents shed their skin time and time and time again. But as they are doing so, they're in a place of vulnerability, which is why you need to turn inward, why you need to let yourself be alone with your thoughts. And this is also saying, be alone with your thoughts for a moment. Pisces, be alone with what it is that you want and how it is that you see yourself and where it is that you want to be. That's going to be very, very, very beneficial for you. You're going to be setting free and you're moving forward in your majesty. Then we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is rising up. The Judgment card is hearing your soul's desire. This is a part of your soul that has been dormant because, again, negativity has been spoken over you. You were kind of put into a box. And why I say this is because in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is an angel blowing his trumpet, awakening people from their coffins, quite literally being put in a box. Your part of your soul has been kind of cut off. And this isn't to get you worried, or it's not bad. This is just saying it's time to listen to your truth. And you're having this resurrection of self move you forward. You're hearing the trumpet call. And you can ignore it if you want to, most definitely. But it's persistent. It's persistent. It will bring you justice and it will bring you passion. Now, for some of you, this negativity could very well be linked to a fire sign, or the way that you have developed your career, the way that you have moved forward here, kind of a fire sign and a Virgo, all right? The way that you've turned inward. Some of you might even just not like the silence. It can be too much. So that can very well be the case. Here, there is passion leading you forward. So for those of you, So this is having trouble, yes, with a fire sign at times, but this is going to also be, and kind of like the heart of this message, is to embrace your passion. I always look at the Queen of Wands as the goddess Hecate. Not much is known about her in Greek mythology. Okay, she's often confused or sometimes clumped together with the goddess Circe, who turned men into pigs. But not the goddess, the sorceress Circe, who turned men into pigs. You are embracing your power, and there's a mystery about that power. And there's a mystery about you, Pisces. Just you alone, Pisces, have an air of mystery to you. That's why you come as the Moon card. There's a shadow around you that people don't really understand, but that's part of your soul, that's part of yourself. Don't give it up. Don't. Not everybody has to understand you. You have to understand you. There's a new dawn. There's a new day coming. You're connecting with your inner divinity. The God's head is buried within you, and you're using that power to move you forward. Then you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is prosperity. This is an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. All right? You have this connection here. And what I really am seeing this as is this is the earthly plane. This is your creativity, your passion, your job, the way you move forward. And this is your prosperity, kind of your harvest, the way you harvest your luck, the way you harvest your life. Very much so. So here, this is as this awakening comes, you step into your power. You're more comfortable right now behind the scenes. All right, that's why you have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords here. But with the King of Pentacles, you are going to be seen, and you are seen. So there are frustrations at times, especially as you're turning inward, you're having this awakening that you're not seen. You are. You are. People just pay more attention to the actors than they do the directors, right? The actors are the ones that get swarmed. The directors can go through their cars a lot of times, nice and quiet. At least that's the way I see it in my head. So here, with the King of Pentacles, kings, I always see them like actors on the stage. Queens are more behind the scenes. Because in medieval times, even if you had a woman who was going to be the best king, okay, kind of pulling a Hatshepsut kind of thing, the best king in the whole entire world, she either wouldn't be allowed to come to power at all because she was a queen, all right, or because she was a woman, or she would have to be married off to somebody else. because she had to have a husband, and that husband had to be, the one to rule. So a lot of queens were actually the ones who ruled the country when the king was either too weak, or sometimes he was literally an imbecile. Like, he couldn't think, couldn't do things. And I don't mean imbecile in a derogatory way, but I mean, like, I don't know how else to say it. He had handicaps that made him unable to move forward, to do anything. Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking of one king, and he was, called an imbecile. So sorry if that offended anybody, but that is how I'm seeing it here. So here, you're embracing your power. You're embracing what it is that you want. You're embracing how it is that you want to move forward. And you're being seen. You are being seen. Okay? And you're embracing your wisdom, and you have this confidence. You've hidden it away. It's been buried away, but you're embracing it. Then you have the High Priestess. The veil is being lifted from your eyes. You're seeing more clearly. And that can be very overwhelming, Pisces. But you have an intuition to you. Trust it. Trust it. Pisces, you guys just naturally have an intuition to you. Trust it as you move forward. Trust it as you go after what it is that you desire. Because it is going to awaken what it is that you want. All right? You're going to get what it is that you want, but not in the way that you had originally thought you would. So be flexible. Right? But here, this is also, just like the queens, this is spiritual, but this is the power within yourself. So spiritual things that don't just have to be kind of, people say, oh, it's spiritual, it doesn't matter. No, this is the power within you to move forward, to move towards what it is that you want. You're getting what you love. Here, you have the Sun card. This is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. Then you have the Justice card, which, remember, the Hermit and the Justice card, Virgo and Libra, August 23rd to October 22nd, that's the time frame that you're going to really feel as if you're moving forward in the direction that you want. I know it's a long way away, but it's not that far away at all. Okay, it's going to be here faster than you realize. And it's really going to be a time where you take that power. And here, with this line, with the Justice, the Judgment, and the Queen of Wands, you're going to cut through doubts and fears. You're going to have that awakening, and it's going to give you a creative power. So the Libra time frame for some of you is going to be very, very exciting. You have the Sun card, which is blessings, joy, happiness coming into your life. This is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. There's beauty within solitude that leads you forward. And you create and cultivate what it is that you want through passion, through commitment, through luck, and then through purity of intention, but also mourning, because you have been through so much. And the road hasn't been easy. Let yourself mourn. Cutting through doubts and fears, claiming your power, having justice come in. Justice is yours, Pisces. Justice is yours. Claim it. Claim it. Because here you have two women holding the sword. Right? You have yourself claiming the power, cutting through doubts and fears, knowing what it is that you want, finding your balance. Watch out for having a bit of a sharp tongue, because that's always a warning whenever I see an air sign. And that's not to be insulting to any air signs. It's just how I see things and how it is said. But there's a sense here also of having a quick wit and using that quick wit to help move you forward. Don't share all your ideas with everybody, Pisces. It won't work out well, because either they'll steal them or they won't understand them, and you might wind up feeling a fool when you aren't. But you're cutting through doubts and fears, you're setting yourself free, and you're really knowing what it is that you want. You're going to find that there is going to be a Libra right here who's really going to help awaken you, help move you forward in a way that you hadn't expected. Okay? I also see that here with a fire sign and an earth sign. But this is more talking about you. This would be the person that I focus on right here, a Libra. Yeah. But do know that it can be something that has held you back career-wise here that we're talking about with the Four of Swords and the Six of Cups. But this can also be a fire sign that has just been a bit much. Then you are moving towards what it is that you love. You're doing so in solitude, meaning that it is yours. Claim it for yourself. You're turning inward. You're shedding a skin. There's an evolution that's happening. You need to loosen your armor a bit to let in the blessings. And then you have things. You hold prosperity in your hand. You see with more than just your eyes. You have the veil lifted. You are getting what it is that you want, but not the way that you had expected. You have here, again, blessings coming in, but you have a sense of needing to listen. And this could even be just needing to sit in meditation. Awakening of your soul happens, and you cut through doubts and fears. You know what it is that you want, and you go after it. Your subconscious message, Pisces, is you. This is your time. It's a new day. Seize it. Because nobody can take it away from you but you, Pisces. And whether you take 2 steps forward during this time period, or whether you run a marathon, it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. What matters is that you use this energy. What matters is that you see yourself more clearly. And what matters is that you move forward in your truth. All right, Pisces, I hope this reading has resonated with you. If you've made it all the way to the end, bravo. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Thank you for giving this reading a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I'll be reading for you all really, really soon. Bye, guys.